So let's begin our practice this evening. Just taking a moment, get yourself comfortable, settle into your surroundings. Start to allow your body to soften and relax. Start to allow your mind to slow down. And become aware of your breathing. And take your awareness up to the crown of your head. Slowly scan down through your body. Building up that mental picture in your mind of how your body's feeling today. And then from your body, bring your awareness to the activities in your mind. Be aware of the thoughts and the feelings that are in your mind, but if you possibly can, don't get tied up with them. Let thoughts come into your mind and let them drift away. And as new thoughts crop up, just notice them and then let them go. And then turn your focus away from your thoughts and back to your breathing. Follow the breath as it comes in and goes out. And finally, take a moment to set your intention for today's practice. And to remind yourself of your motivation for being here today. Start to bring some movement into the body now. Wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Circle your ankles. Circle your wrists. Stretch your fingers out wide and point your toes. And then clench your hands into a fist and pull your toes back towards your shins. And relax your hands. And relax your feet. Slowly turn your head from side to side. Relax your neck. Allow your head to rest on the mat. Extend your arms out to the sides. And keeping your left leg flat to the ground, bring your right leg up and bend the knee. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, lower your knee over towards the ground on the left. Inhale back to the center. And as you exhale, gently lower your knee out towards the right. Inhale back to the center. Take hold of your knee with both hands and hug it up towards your chest. And then extend your foot up towards the ceiling, taking hold of your leg behind the back of the knee. Point your toes up. Gently pull back on the right leg. Ease the tension off. keep your legs straight with your toes pointing up. And let your arms come back out to the sides. Slowly lower your leg down to the ground so your heel touches the ground, and then raise it back up again. Keeping the leg as straight as you can. Take your right foot over towards the left side. And raise the leg back up. And slowly lower your right leg. Rest it flat on the mat. Bring your left leg up, bend the knee. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, lower your knee over towards the right side. Inhale back to the center. As you exhale, gently lower it out to the left. Inhale back to the center. Bring your hands to the knee. Hug it up towards your chest. And then point the toes up towards the ceiling. Take hold of your leg behind the back of the knee. And gently pull back. Ease the tension off. Keep the left leg straight with your toes pointing up. Extend your arms back out to the side. Keep the leg as straight as you can. Lower it down towards the ground so your heel touches. And then raise it back up again. Take your left leg over towards the ground on the right. Raise back up. And slowly lower down to the ground so you're resting your left leg back on the ground. Bring both of your feet up. Bend your knees and hug both knees up to your chest. And let go of your knees. Let the soles of the feet come down to the ground. Bring your heels up towards your buttocks. Arms alongside your body. Raise the right leg up off the ground, bend the knee. And then push down into the ground with your left foot. Push your hips up. And if you feel you can, straighten the right leg, pointing your toes up. If you straighten the leg, allow the knee to bend. Let your hips come down. Place the right foot at the side of your left. Bring your left leg up, bend the knee. And push down with your right foot to lift your hips up. And if you feel you can, straighten your left leg. And allow the leg to bend. Let your hips come down. And put your left foot back alongside your right. Bring both feet up off the ground. Bend your knees, hug your knees up towards your chest. And gently rock from side to side on the bottom of your back. And relax back to the centre. Let the soles of your feet come down to the ground. Turn on to your side. And then over onto your front. Bringing your forearms alongside your body. You'll push down into the ground through your forearms, lifting your chin and your chest up. Lower your chest back down. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. And push down with the palms of your hands. Bring your chin and your chest up to cobra. Lower your chest back down to the ground. Just take your hands off the mat, just to the sides of the mat. Point your elbows up towards the ceiling. If you feel you can, put your hands onto the fingertips. Don't feel you have to do that. And then push down, bringing your chin and your chest up. And lower back down. Bring your hands back underneath your shoulders. Push your body up and back onto your heels. Stretching out in front. Bring your chest forward. Draw your hands in so they're underneath your shoulders. Your knees underneath your hips. I'm going to raise the left leg up off the ground. Point your toes. Stretch out to the wall behind you with your toes. And start to bend your knee. And bring your foot forward and your knee forward up towards the left elbow. And keeping the knee bent, lift your foot up. Point your toes up towards the ceiling. Lifting from your buttock. And then lower the knee back down. Straighten your right leg out behind you, point your toes. And bring your knee forward, bend the knee, bring it up towards your right elbow. And then keeping your knee bent, lift the foot up and point your toes up towards the ceiling. And lower back down. Bring your knees together. Take your weight over your hands. And circle your hips forward and back. And forward and back. And then the opposite direction. Forward and back. And once more forward and back. Keep your toes together. Take your knees out to the edges of the mat. And sit back onto your heels. Stretching out in front with your fingers. Bring your chest forward. Bring your knees and your ankles to hip width. Curl your toes under. And start to straighten your legs, pushing your hips up. Into downward facing dog. Walk your hands back towards your feet. So you come in to a forward fold at the back of your mat. And take an inhale, raise your arms up. Interlace your fingers. And take a side bend over to the left. Back to the centre. And over to the right. Back to the centre again. Release the grip on your fingers. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, fold forward. And then walk your hands forward. So we're coming back to downward facing dog. And walk your feet up towards your hands. So we're in a forward fold at the front of the mat. And take an inhale, raise your arms up. Interlace your fingers again. Take a side bend to the left. Back to the centre. And over to the right. Back to the centre again. Release the grip on your fingers. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, fold forward. Take a step back on your left foot, turning your toes out and coming on to the heel. And then push down with your right foot to bring your body up. Raise your arms up. And we're coming to warrior one. Straighten your right leg. Turn your chest and shoulders round to the long side of the mat. Lower your arms down to shoulder height with your palms facing forward. And reach with your right hand. Start to lower the right hand down. Reaching up with the left hand. Supporting yourself on your leg if you need to. Into triangle. Raise your body back up. Turn your palms down. Allow your right knee to bend. Looking out over your right hand. Into warrior two. Allow your right arm to bend. Bring it down onto your thigh. Reach up with your left hand. Turn your palm over. Stretch over. Side angle. Bring your left hand back down onto your thigh. Push up with your right and bring your toes to point forward. Bringing your feet in line. Take an inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Move your hands over towards the left side. No matter how far across you go. Back to the centre. And over to the right side. Back to the centre again. And inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, lower back down to shoulder height, palms facing down. Turn your right foot out. Bend your knee so we're back in warrior two. And sweep your left arm forward. Turn your chest and shoulders. Lower your arms down to the ground. Then your left foot onto the ball of the foot. So we're in runner's lunge. And then step up with your left foot. And we're at the front of the mat again. Take a step back on your on your right foot. Turning your toes out. Coming onto the heel. Push down with your left foot to bring your body up. And raise your hands up. Warrior one. And straighten your left leg. Turn your chest and shoulders to the long side of the mat. Lower your arms down to shoulder height with your palms facing forward. Reach with your left hand. Start to lower the left hand down. Raising your right hand up. Raise your body back up. Your left knee bend. Bring your left arm down onto your thigh. Reach up with your right and stretch over. right hand back down onto your thigh. Push down with your left to bring your body up. Both feet pointing forward. Take an inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Take your hands over to the right side. Back to the centre. Out to the left side. Back to the centre again. Gonna inhale, raise your arms up. As you exhale, lower down to shoulder height, palms facing down. And your left foot out, bend your left knee. Back to warrior two. Sweep your right arm forward, turning your chest and shoulders. Lower your hands down to the ground. Turn your right foot onto the ball of the foot. And then step up, back to the front of the mat. In forward fold. And take an inhale, raise your arms up. And as you exhale, lower down to shoulder height, palms facing forward. Bend at the elbows. Pull back across your chest. Take a gentle back bend. And then reach up to the ceiling, take an inhale. And exhale, fold forward. Take a step back on your left foot. And then on your right. Push up to downward facing dog. Bring your chest forward to plank. And put your knees down if you need to. If you can, keep the knees up. Put your feet onto the insteps. Let your hips sink down, keeping your arms straight and your hand and your shoulders above your wrists. Upward facing dog. Come back onto the balls of the feet. Lift your hips up. And take an inhale here. As you exhale, lower your knees down. And sit back onto your heels. And bring your chest forward. Draw your hands in underneath your shoulders. And as you breathe in, let your belly sink down, lift your chin up. And as you breathe out, arch your back. And bring your chin in, come into cat. And breathe in to cow. And breathe out to cat. And breathe in. And breathe out. And then sit back onto your heels. And stretch out in front. Bring your chest forward. Walk your hands back towards your knees. And come to seated, both feet out in front. You're going to keep your left leg pointing out in front. Bring the right foot into the side of the thigh. Hands to the sides of your hips and lift your chest up. And take an inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, lower down to the sides. And take your right foot, cross it over the top of your left thigh. And just hold on to your knee with your right hand. I'm going to take the left hand, wrap it around your shin. Right hand to the ground behind your back. And twist to look back over your right shoulder. And relax, come forward. Take your right foot out in front. Bring your left foot in. Hands to the sides of your hips and lift your chest up again, coming up onto your sit bones. Take an inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, lower down to the sides. Take your left foot over the top of your right thigh. Hold on to that knee again. And then wrap your right hand around. Left hand to the ground behind your back. And twist. Look over your left shoulder. Relax, come forward. Take your left foot out to join your right foot. Bring your hands alongside your hips. Fingers pointing forward. Come up onto your sit bones. Lift your chest up. And take an inhale, raise both arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, lower down to the sides. Bring both feet in. Hands to the sides of your hips. And take an inhale, raise your arms up. Bring your palms together. And as you exhale, lower them down in front. Your fingers are pushing away from you. I'm going to take the right hand on top of the left. And keeping your right arm straight, take it across your chest. And hook with the left forearm. We'll take both arms out in front. Your left hand on top of your right. Take your left arm across your chest and hook with your right forearm. We'll take both arms out in front again. Bring your palms together, raise your hands above your head. You're going to bend your left arm, taking your hand down behind your head, and take the palm of your right hand onto your elbow. Gently push down. Raise both arms up. Bend your right arm so your hand comes down behind your head. Left palm onto the elbow and push down. Then raise both arms up. Take an inhale. As you exhale, lower your arms down to the sides. Relax your neck and shoulders. And take your left hand onto your right knee. Right hand to the ground behind your back. And twist to look back over your right shoulder. Relax to come forward. Your right hand over onto your left knee. Left hand to the ground behind your back. Twist. Look back over your left shoulder. Relax, come forward. Take your right hand down onto the ground, left hand palm up. Take an inhale, raise your arm up. And as you exhale, reach over. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, lower down to the side. Left hand down to the mat, right hand palm up. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, reach over. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, lower down. Relax your neck and your shoulders again. In a moment, I'm going to say we're going to bring us backs down onto the mat. We're going to do a bridge, which we usually do at this point, but I'm just going to give you a few tips on how to get more out of a bridge pose. Because especially if you might have done something in a gym setting or in a Pilates class or something like that, and it's done we do it differently in yoga. So I'll try and point out how and why we do it differently in yoga. So if you come down onto your backs, so arms alongside your body, palms facing down. You're going to bring your heels up towards your buttocks, keeping your ankles about hip width apart. Now, the first part of the movement here is to push the soles of your feet down into the ground, and that lifts your hips up off the ground. Now, what I want you to try and concentrate on is not tensing your bum cheeks up, and this is contrary to what you might have been told in other kinds of classes. So try and keep your bum cheeks relaxed. So push down into the ground with your feet, pushing your hips up, but don't clench your bum up. Now bring your arms tight into the sides of your body and just push your shoulders in so you're coming up onto almost on your shoulder blades. Double check you're still not clenching your bum. And then push your chest up, keeping pushing down into the ground with the soles of your feet. Still not tensing your bum up. Now I want you to think about doing is pushing your knees down towards the bottom of the mat. So push your knees away from you. You've been pushing down with your shoulders, pushing down with your feet, still not clenching your bum. Push your knees away so your hips come up even further. So just double check all those things. Feet pushing into the ground, knees pushing away, shoulders pushing into the ground. Now clench your bum up and push your hips up. And then relax your bum. Relax your knees, relax your shoulders. Let your hips come down. Bring your feet up off the ground. Bend your knees. Hug your knees up to your chest. Keeping your left hand on your left knee, right hand on your right knee. Pull your knees out to the sides. And lower them down towards your hips. Bring them back into the centre. Pull them up towards your chest. Then down, keeping your knees together, down towards your hips. Out to the sides. Up towards your shoulders. And back into the centre. And straighten your legs up. Hold of your knees, your legs behind your knees. And pull back. Ease the tension off, relax your ankles. Allow your knees to bend. Bring the soles of the feet down to the ground. Extend your arms out to the sides. Cross your right leg over the top of the left leg. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, lower your knees over to the right side. Inhale back to the centre. And exhale over to the left side. Inhale back to the centre. Take your right foot down to the ground. Cross the left leg over the top of the right. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, lower your knees towards the left side. Inhale back to the centre. Exhale over to the right side. Inhale back to the centre. Take your left foot, place it at the side of the right. Relax your knees out to the sides. Bringing the soles of the feet together. And then extend your feet down to the bottom of the mat. Take your ankles apart. Relax your toes out to the sides. Bring your arms to a position that's comfortable for you. And take your awareness up to the crown of your head. Scan down through your head and face. Relaxing the muscles in the face and the jaw. Relax the neck and shoulders. Relax the muscles in the upper arms. Relax the elbow joints. The muscles in the forearms. Relax the wrists and the hands. Relax the thumbs. Move across the fingers one by one. Relaxing the fingers. Bring your awareness back up your arms and into your upper body. Relax the chest. Relax the rib cage. Relax the muscles across the top of the back. Muscles around the shoulder blades. Muscles running down the sides of the spine. Relax the muscles at the bottom of the back and the muscles around the sides of the body. Relax the stomach muscles. Relax the hips and the pelvis. And relax the muscles in the buttocks. The hamstrings. Relax the muscles in the thighs. Relax the knees and calves, shins, the ankles. Relax the feet and the toes. Bring your awareness to your breathing now. Start to become aware of the inhale and the exhale. Quietly in the back of your mind, to count the inhales and exhales. So you breathe in, count 1. Breathe out, count 2. Breathe in, count 3. Breathe out, count 4. Breathe in 5. Breathe out 6. Carry that count on yourself now. When you get to 10, back to 1, start again on an inhale. Your mind wanders off, because it almost certainly will do. Notice that it's happened. Bring your awareness back to your breathing. Back to 1. Start again on an inhale. Now release the focus from your breathing. And bring your awareness to the physical sensations in your body. Feelings in the muscles and joints. Feelings of contact between your body and the ground. And then let's gently start to bring some movement back into your body now. Move your hands and feet. Move your knees and hips. Move your chest and back. Move your arms and shoulders. Move your head and neck. Now when you're ready, if you turn on to your right side, and in your own time, bring yourself back up to seated. Take a moment, just let your body readjust to being sat upright again. It's not uncommon to feel a bit disorientated when you first sit back up. And then take a moment or two to enjoy the feeling of relaxation in your body. Sense of stillness in your mind that's a result of focusing so much on the breathing. Take a deep breath in and out. And if you've had your eyes closed, gently open them now. Namaste.